Okay, so in this episode or little clip video of StepMom talk, the struggles of parenting when there's no real co-parenting relationship or having outside influences. There's one thing that really frustrates me. It's like you can talk to the other parent, but when the other parent or the other influences in your child's life, whether it's the other parent or other step parent or just other influences in your child's life, whether they're grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews, whoever they are, friends, whoever the other outside influences are not really helping you, it's a really big struggle. And I feel like it's almost impossible to really raise your child to be a productive, effective person in society when you have so many different outside influences and you're not the primary influence, or you're trying to be the primary influence and you're trying to raise your kid, but there's no consistency in anything, or you're trying to be the consistent one and everybody else has got like their own rules or whatever, or the child's allowed to do whatever over here, and then you're trying to put all the rules over here. It is like an uphill battle. And it's just like, you're never going to get to the top. You're never going to get over. And it's like, you can say whatever you want to say. You can do whatever you want to do. But it just like, the light bulb is not going off. Like, I don't know if the people just don't care, or if they don't see the problem, or if because I'm not them, I can't answer for them. But it just feels like when the struggles are definitely really real, and I say, like, I feel like we're getting the raw end of the stick when there's outside influences on the children, and they start manipulating, and they're not doing what they need to do, and there's no other consequences but at your house, and you may not have them all the time, or you have them every other weekend, or maybe you have them every weekend, or maybe you have them during the week but not on the weekend, or however your dynamic works. But you're not the primary parent, or you're not you don't have them all the time, so where it's not consistently or you don't consistently have them, they're still being rewarded for something. Like, they don't, it's like, well, you can't have your video game because your grades are crap, or because you lied, and they're still getting it. So it's like the child's still not learning the consequence for their action. And so I feel like it is a struggle to teach the child, or it takes 100 times longer or 10 times longer to teach that child something because they're not getting the consistency that they needed or whatever. And it's like when you try to tell somebody, like, hey, I need you to get on board, and that person's either not getting on board, or they don't know how to get on board, or it's like, I need you to communicate. So it's really hard when other people are not communicating with you, and it makes the struggle even harder. And that's why it's like, I feel like sometimes you get the raw end of the deal. And I feel like parents who, whether they're divorced, kids who are from split homes, their families have a lot harder parenting their kids than anybody else, because it's like when you're in the home, whether it is like you're in the home and it's like you can talk. If y'all are on two different wavelengths and you're in the home, then there's a problem. You can deal with it because you're in your home every day. Like, y'all need to get on the same wavelength. But when your kids are in two different homes and have two different sets of rules, and you have outside influences on your kids that you have no control over, and maybe you have tried to talk to them, maybe you haven't tried to talk to them, that's a lot harder. And so I just feel like sometimes we get the raw end of the stick, and it just, sometimes it's really hard to just be able to stop and like, wow, this is really hard, or this is not what I thought it was going to be, or what am I going to do here, or how are we going to handle this? Or it gets really hard, and it's just like there are days where it's like, just cry because I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to handle this. It's really hard. And so, you know what? I'm here to tell you the truth. It is a struggle to know how to do this, or how to handle this, or what I need to do, or how I need to do it. And so I'll just say, for all you parents out there that are doing the same thing in the same boat, like, kudos to you. Like, keep doing what you're doing and keep fighting, because for some reason, every week we keep doing it, and we know it's going to be another, we may have more struggles, or it may be going great, or something else is going to come up, but we keep fighting, and we keep fighting for our kids. Like, keep doing it. You're doing an awesome job, and they may not see it now, they may not see it until they have kids, but one day they will see it, and that's the only advice I have for there. But hopefully one day our kids see what we did for them, and that we did it because we love them, and we were trying to be that consistent person that was there and that was trying to teach them morals and values and responsibility and so much more in life. So that's what I got today. Bye, guys.